To Nigeria now, where authorities have been clearing wreckage and damaged vehicles off a highway in Lagos after a tanker explosion. The blaze has left at least 9 people dead and destroyed 50+ vehicles. The accident took place on the highway that connects Lagos and IbAdan. It's believed the tanker's brakes failed and it ploughed into other vehicles before bursting into flames.
Our response team has been up and running. The response time to this particular incident was less than 3 minutes. Nobody ever knows when this kind of thing will happen next. But the most important thing is our response time should be able to be up and running and be able to save lives. I want to commiserate with all the families of those that have lost their lives. We don't always plan for, incidents like this. But again, we take solace in the fact that, we're able to save more lives than we would have envisaged.
Well, for more on this, we are joined live by CGTN's Deji Badmus. Deji, what's the latest on this horrific tanker accident you have?
Well, Karen, the area has actually been cleared. Normal traffic flow has been restored, even though there's still some, still some operation going on there. You still have traffic police officers there now trying to control the traffic, and it's back to normal now. But earlier in the day, there was another accident just around that same area on the other side of the road, because this accident happened, it's an expressway, a dual carriageway. It happened on one side of the road. The other side of the road was free. And because work was going on, because emergency responders now were trying to clear the place, to clear the road now, there was this bus driver who was not patient, a yellow bus driver, and he was actually driving against traffic and then ran into another bus, and quite a number of people got injured. But other than that, nothing else has happened. Normal traffic flow has now been restored.
Well, given the heavy traffic in Lagos, what kind of safety measures can help prevent such accidents from happening?
Well, a lot of people have suggested, and it's something that the government actually knows, not just the state government now, even the federal government. For instance, you have too many tankers coming to Lagos to load petrol. This is quite not normal. One of the reasons is because the pipelines now, the pipelines that should be transferring or conveying petrol now from the ports to the various depots around the country, those pipelines have been sabotaged. So the NNPC is not able to use those pipelines. That's a problem. It's one of the reasons why you have so many tankers now coming into Lagos to load from the main depot. Another problem is this would probably have been sorted out, or we wouldn't have experienced this if the rail system was working. People have suggested that, look, if the rail system was working, there would be no need at all to have these tankers on the road. You would have probably rail wagons that will go into the port and lift the petrol now from the port. So these are some of some of the measures, I should say, that people have said the government needs to take to resolve this. But something the government too has done in the past. Unfortunately, it appears the government is not enforcing it now. In the past, the government prevented tankers, petrol tankers and heavy trucks now from traveling on Lagos roads during the day. They were only allowed to move at night, say sometime between 10 p.m. and 5 a.m. Unfortunately, it appears that rule has not been enforced, and it's one of the reasons why you would have this tanker now ply the road at about 5 p.m., the peak of traffic hour when people were returning from work, and then resulting in these quite sad and unfortunate accidents. So those are the measures that I think the government could put in place. Yes, the issue of the train cannot be fixed immediately. The pipelines not secured, that cannot be addressed immediately. But the enforcement of that rule now, restricting the movement of trucks and tankers in the city, I think would go a long way in helping to check this kind of accident.
Okay, thank you for that update on the horrific tanker accident there.